Hey everyone, I'll be at work tomorrow, so I won't be able to do a live reaction to the Super Smash Bros. Trailer, unfortunately. This should be a one-time thing. I should be able to get back onto it with the following weeks, but this week, my schedule is kind of weird, so unfortunately, I'm not able to do a live reaction. However, I thought I could take a couple of minutes tonight, and speculate on where the announcement is gonna go. Like, who is gonna get confirmed for Smash? And is it just me, or is Nintendo like making major announcements like this every Thursday now? They have been for like the past month. But anyway, so Super Smash Bros. Character tomorrow, Thursday, October 1st. So what is going to get announced? Who is gonna get confirmed? I have a couple of ideas. I came up with a tweet talking about all of them. With Breath of the Wild coming out, Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity coming out soon, I thought now would be a really, really good time to do something that I wanted done in the original Smash Ultimate, is like make one of the champions a playable character. I really liked the champion idea. I think they were pretty fleshed out characters. I thought they were interesting. They all had like their unique weapons that clearly could be utilized in a lot of ways. We need more Zelda characters. Anyway, Zelda is a greatly, greatly underrepresented series in Smash. There's all sorts of characters that could have been used, but with Smash Bros. The way it is right now, I'm with the state of Hyrule Warriors and seemingly like having a direct sequel and like clearly building up like Breath of the Wild lore rather than like traditional like original story every time sort of thing. I think what's gonna happen is that Mipha from Breath of the Wild is going to be a playable character with like the Zora spear thing and like her own move set and things like that. I think the Zora and their abilities in Zelda are well defined enough to make a Zora a playable character, and Mipha being the fan favorite love interest character for Link in that game. Which is really weird to think that a Link, the most popular character in all of gaming, the most sexually desirable character in all of gaming, is in a relationship with a fucking fish. But here you go, BTFO roasties. So Mipha, I think would be a great pick. Obviously, it could be like anyone. Obviously, like Sakurai can do whatever he wants, but I think Mipha is the standout character. I think she's the one who has like the most bearing on the plot, the most involvement with the characters and their relationships, and what and is a really well designed character with a unique thing that could really bring a lot of originality to Smash Bros. I think a Zora character would be phenomenal. Obviously, like I probably would have preferred Maku from Majora's Mask or Zora Link, I suppose. Like obviously, I would prefer Goron Link. Like that makes more sense to me personally than having like let's give these NPC characters that you never actually see fight in these games their own character slot. I think like playable characters are a good bet. But Mipha is going to be playable in Age of Calamity, and that's kind of why I'm thinking that might be the case. Like that might be what we're getting, like a new Zelda rep because of the upcoming Age of Calamity. Well, we'll see if that plans out. We'll see if that's true, but that's my estimation at this point. I have a couple of other suggestions too, third party ones. I've always been adamant that I firmly believe, I am 100% certain that Professor Layton is going to get into Super Smash Bros. Eventually, because I don't think a lot of people realize that Professor Layton is one of the best selling third party Nintendo franchises ever. I think like the first game sold like 15 million units or something crazy like that. Like Professor Layton was a big deal back in the day, and it's kind of like fallen on hard times now. But like, I think it's safe to say, it's basically become legendary at this point among like fans of Nintendo fans who grew up in the 2000s, right? Like I felt like it was everywhere around that time period. It was really really well received, and it was really really well received, and people really liked the characters. So I I think it's inevitable that for that to happen eventually. If not this time, maybe later on down the line. Of course, we have like four more characters to go, but I think that's a an eventuality. And of course, like I don't personally care for Professor Layton. I don't like the games all that much. I mean, if the Professor Layton games were better written, they would probably be the best puzzle visual novel things ever made. They're just the puzzle aspect is phenomenal, right? But unfortunately, I just hate the storylines in these games so much. They have the worst endings imaginable, and every time I play a Professor Layton game, starting off, I really really love the character, and by the end, I fucking hate him because like everything he does is a massive cop out, and I'm not sure if it's like it's the writing, but like I can never decide whether I like the character or not. I just keep going back and forth so much. I guess I do, but like when the situation is resolved and it makes Professor Layton look like this completely unstoppable force of nature who knows everything about everything, I hate that. It's so stupid. Ace Attorney is so much better, but I mean Ace Attorney is better. I don't think Ace Attorney has sold as much though. So in a weird way, like although I greatly prefer Ace Attorney, like I don't know how they would make Ace Attorney work in Smash. Like, I mean, I guess they could. I mean, they put Phoenix Wright in Project X Zone 2, but I don't know. Like, is Maya gonna be there? Are they gonna like summon up Spirit? Like, it doesn't. The entire thing that just doesn't make any sense to me. You don't even see the characters move. It's like it's a visual novel. Like he's gonna point at people and like yell objection. Like I don't know, man. It's, I mean, that would be a really challenging character to pull off. I think Professor Layton, whereas like he canonically can do like all this stuff. Like he's this guy who can do anything. I don't know. Like again, that's kind of my perspective on that. And my final pick for this time, Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4, the Nintendo GameCube exclusive that defined Resident Evil as a household name. Right, this is the game that kept Resident Evil relevant. Essentially, like, Resident Evil was in decline before 4 came out. Like 3 and Code Veronica weren't well received. The series would have died a slow, painful death if Shinji Mikami hadn't come in and reinvented the series and made it more action oriented and gave it a new breath on life. Resident Evil 4, I think, is still the most iconic, the most famous among like casual audiences. Leon's like probably the most popular character in the series, purely based on this game, right? I personally prefer the cast of RE4 to basically any of the other Resident Evil games because like a lot of times it feels like the cast can actually die as opposed to Resident Evil that just keeps like reusing the same protagonist over and over again. Anyway, that's just kind of my opinion on that. But anyway, Leon, I think, has kind of gone on to be like the face of the franchise. Of course, he was like a protagonist in 2, which is considered the best of the classic games. He was the protagonist of 4, which is the best one, and a lot of people liked him in 6, which I disagree with. But the character is very popular, and the iconic Resident Evil protagonist, and the one with the most iconic move pool, I think, because Resident Evil 4, there's so many cool things you could do with that game. There's so many iconic weapons. There's like things like the suplex, like the backspin kick. Like, there's so much cool stuff that Leon does in that game that would be perfect for Super Smash Bros. I think it would be a really, really good pick, and probably out of all the third-party picks right now, that's probably the one I'm going for the most. I personally want like Nintendo to stop doing third-party picks. I want them to like focus on first-party ones, but I do think like we can expect a couple more third-party picks. Hopefully only 2, because hopefully at most 2. I don't want more than 3. I don't want more than 3. Like what the fuck? Min Min was a great choice. That was a choice that no one was expecting. She's my main now. I love Min Min. She's great. Very very happy with the result of that character and how that played out. But and hopefully it got more people into ARMS. Of course, like I'm expecting like other new Nintendo IPs to get in there. Maybe that's the entire point of the Fighter Pass 2, is just to get people interested in these Nintendo IPs that plebs and idiots tried to write off as failures, like Arms. Arms was a success, but for the longest time, you had people insisting that it wasn't ever going to get into Smash, and here we are. Min Min is in Smash. I don't know if anyone can seriously continue saying that like Arms is a failure, but anyway. Again, I would want like the Ring Fit trainer from Ring Fit Adventure there. Like, of course, I would want an Octopath Traveler character in there. Like, we already got like Dragon Quest 11. Like, if your game comes out on Switch and does really, really well, I think that's a pretty good indication that your character might get into Smash. That's kind of my perspective on that. Like, a lot of people are talking about Shantae. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. People. The Shantae thing. I legit think the people pushing for Shantae have never actually played Shantae. Like, this is coming from someone who's, like, played every single Shantae game, right? I don't think the people pushing for Shantae have actually played Shantae. They just see a cute girl, a cute, like, genie girl, and they're just like, oh, yeah, I want her in. Just ridiculous. Like, come on. You have all the choice in the world, and you pick fucking Shantae, a character you don't know. Like, that kind of annoys me. And again, I would like Shantae to be in the game, but it's like, ugh. Of course, like, Shantae is a character I like that wants to get in. People are trying to get Tracer in the game. Well, Blizzard, I'm sure, has been, like, begging Nintendo to put Tracer in the game for years. I'm sure, because they released a statement. They released a tease, like, hey, man, I hear you're getting a new Smash Bros. Announcement. Wouldn't it be cool if Tracer was in the game? Like, no. Fucking no. Tracer is a nobody. Tracer would be worse than Shantae. Like, I rail on people not liking Shantae, like not really playing like Shantae, knowing like the character or moveset or anything like that. Tracer would be worse. Like, Tracer is like the most boring. Like, you know how like Sans from Undertale is like one of the most faked popular characters ever. You know, like how Undertale fans are just like OMG Sans just because, you know, they need something. They needed something to be, like, iconic for their game, right? Like, this skeleton thing. Yeah, this dorky-looking skeleton that's not all that difficult to fight, not all that interesting, not all that funny. Yeah, we're going to make this guy our mascot because we really don't have anything else that could compete with, you know, actual iconic video game franchises, you know, like Pikachu, like Mario, like Link, like no, we'll just shove Sans's picture everywhere and pretend that this character is like the coolest thing ever. Like, Overwatch is like that. Like, it really, really is. Like, nobody cares about Overwatch, its characters, its lore, or even like the game itself at this point. Like, Overwatch is so frustratingly fake in that regard. I would be very, very upset if Overwatch was in Smash in any extent. Again, maybe like Blizzard will be able to pay for, like, I don't know, like a Tracer skin in the game or something. But don't waste that. Don't waste your development resources like putting in a character that nobody fucking wants. Like, nobody fucking wants Tracer. No one. Anyway, gotta love how, like, there's no real, unless, like, Blizzard specifically, like, teases the possibility, like, oh, maybe Tracer will be in Smash. Nobody really brings it up. Like, again, like, I've talked at length about this, but Overwatch is not very popular. It's weird in that regard. It's weird, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's my speculations on the Smash trailer. It's 3 minutes long. I won't be able to watch it right away. I'll probably have to watch it at my first break of the day. I'll probably tweet like my reaction to it afterwards. So look out for that. You know, at Cody Coyote 64. Like, check that out. I'm sure I'll have strong opinions either way. Because, again, like, we've been waiting for this for a while. Honestly, I've been waiting for a Nintendo Direct for a while. A real first-party Direct that actually shows games that I want to play. Like, shit, it's been a while. I legit got through my entire Switch backlog. Like, it's one of the reasons I got Game Pass when I did. Because, like, I managed to find the time to play through everything I wanted to play. Of course, I'm playing through, like, N64 as well. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I think of that. I think we're gonna see more we're gonna see like more Smash. We're gonna see, I have real insider sources. I've been speaking to my sources, Liam Robertson and Emily Rogers of ResetEra.com. I think we're gonna get a new Smash character announced tomorrow. Okay. I'm kidding. But we're gonna see more. Again, tomorrow. We'll see what they show off. I hope it's good. I hope it's unexpected, and I think it is because I don't think anybody has any idea. Like people were kind of expecting, like, oh, it's Min Min. Once it was announced, it was like an ARMS character because like Min Min is the most popular character in ARMS. Of course, I'm a fan of Min Min. So this time we're going into this kind of blind. Like we have no idea what it could be. It could be like I don't know, like a classic Konami franchise. It could be like a Contra guy. It could be like it could be like what a Suikoden character. It could be like I don't know the mystical ninja. Like I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. That's kind of what makes it exciting. It's kind of what makes it fun. Of course, I have my my life to live, obviously, so I can't do a live reaction. But you know, I don't need that. I just need the character. I just need the announcement. I just need a release date. I just need it in my game right now, and hopefully we'll get a new Nintendo Direct before the end of the year. I'm really really excited for that. So, yeah. Be sure to follow me on blackcatbooks.org. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. For more hot takes on Nintendo content. Thank you.